Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Well, I am so excited. Our beautiful theme today is joy without permission. And yes, I do have beautiful Sunny here, and he's all on my back. He is holding on for dear life, and he also has his sunglasses on. And can you see what sunglasses he's wearing? It's B sunglasses. So Sunny wants to tell all of you, be joyful. Come home to yourself and bring some laughter into your life. The quote for today, joy becomes freedom the moment you stop believing you need permission to experience it. And I changed two of the words in the quote. And then when I read it, I felt that's a beautiful quote. So I just want to repeat it. Joy becomes freedom the moment you stop believing you need permission to experience it. This whole month of June, we're talking about joy and how you can get joy back in your life. I personally believe you can bring pockets of joy into your life every day. That pocket of joy will ignite your being. It will give you sparkles. And with that sparkles, you can take some for yourself first. And then, my beautiful viewers, you can sparklify other people around you. How does that sound? Amazing? Yes, I know, amazing. So today I've got two amazing guests. Both of them are from Australia and I'm from South Africa. So Sunny is going to be here a little bit longer and then Sunny is going to go and play. Are you ready for my guest to be swish into studio? I am bringing Sylvie in first. So Sylvie, just show me in the back studio. Are you ready? Just show me, Sylvie. Okay, now 1, 2, 3. Swish! Hello, Sylvie. Let me bring in Elaine. Elaine, are you ready? Oh, thank you. Here we go. Swish. Hello, my beautiful ladies. Wow. What an honor to have you both here today. So today it's all about joy and how you experience joy and what brings you joy. So my first question to both of you, I'm going to ask you please to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us or show us, if you can, what brings you joy. So Sylvie, I am going to start with you, my beautiful one.
Hi everyone, I'm Sylvie. I live in Melbourne, Australia. I enjoy photography and I love cats. And I thought I'd bring along, and I was hoping one of my cats might come along, but I think with the background it's a little bit hard to see. Might have to take the background off, but can you see?
Just in front of you, yes.
Yeah. Yes. These are my beautiful cats. And Heinz is the black and white one, and Gomez is the handsome model on the right. And I've had them. They're both rescue cats, and I got them when they were little, and they're 3 and 4 now, and they bring me joy, absolute joy every day. They get the zoomies, and they jump on you when they shouldn't jump on you, and they have a fight and they play and they carry on in the middle of the night, and so they're wonderful. And the other thing that brings me joy, obviously, is photography. I've been doing that since I was 6 years old. I put a link to one of my Instagram pages, and it links to other pages I've got too. And currently not selling anything, but will do in the future. But have a look, and it's something I do that brings me joy. Thanks to my dad. Sorry, Dad. So yeah.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Sylvie. And I laughed so much because on a particular show that we have done, both your cat and Cristiano's cat went in front of the screen, not the same time, but during the show, my beautiful viewers that their cat just walked in front of between us and Sylvie and between us and Cristiano. I laughed so much. It was so beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Sylvie. My
Pleasure.
beautiful Elaine, can you please introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from, and then if you can show us or tell us definitely what brings you joy.
Well, welcome everybody. My name's Elaine Gentles, and I'm an intuitive consciousness translator. Like Sylvie said, I'm also from Australia. I also represent Targeted EFT Institute with my partner Paul Bolton, and I'm a co-creator of the book that is called Helping Kids Rise and Shine, a tapping guidebook for stress, anxiety, and bullying, and also an energy healer. But what brings me joy and always has brought me joy is understanding the difference between my mind and my heart. And for a long time, my mind was in the way a lot of, in a lot of the ways I experienced myself. And one of the things that brings me joy is having an imagination and also having access to cuddly toys, because where I live, it's very dangerous for real cuddly animals to live. And so, so being able to have an imagination and to be able to drop into my heart, whether it's with a cuddly friend, which is a unicorn, even though he looks a little bit like a uni pig, he's a unicorn. And to be reminded that really my greatest joy comes when I can connect with nature, and when I can remind myself that really my true essence comes from my heart, and that the mind can have a major role or it can have a minor role depending on how much it's occupying my time or what I need it for. But I've learned that I'm the master of my mind, and the heart really is the commander of everything else. And that's what I've been tuning into and experiencing more and more. And so it's a delicate dance, but it's a rewarding one and a joyful one.
Wow, that's incredible. Do you know, my beautiful Elaine, how many people is dancing in their brain space all the time? Never brings it down to their heart space. Oh, I love that. I cannot wait for us to unpack it a little bit more. So my beautiful viewers, I want to say joy. Well, Sunny here, I just need to get him off me because he's like restricting my airway. But let me just bring him. Sunny, are you ready for me to read this part? Okay, just hold on. So I just quickly want to mention this. Joy without permission is about allowing yourself to express lightness, laughter, peace, and gratitude without feeling guilty. So, my beautiful ladies, this question will also be to both of you. And then I will then have Sunny on the chair and he can go and play. But Sunny, can I please get these glasses, please? Because maybe I want to use it. Huh? Okay. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you. So you said I can use it. So I'm going to ask both of you, how does gratitude enhance joy in your life? Sylvie?
That's a good question, Sanet. I think the most important thing about gratitude is paying it forward and showing others that you're thankful for and receiving what they've given you and paying it back. It's so important to show others that you're thankful for what they've given them. For example, I know that Elaine has given me so many things, and Paul, and I'm so grateful for them, to have them in my life, and they've been in my life for a long time. I'm grateful for you and for the joy that you've brought me, sort of thing. And my cats, they bring me joy, and I'm grateful to have them in my life because I need them in when I'm sad. They bring me joy, so I'm grateful for that part of thing. So yes, being grateful is so important, especially telling people that you're grateful, because sometimes we forget to do that. And even writing a journal and writing 5 things you're grateful for every time you go at the start of the day or at the end of the day, just to remind yourself that you are grateful for. Even I'm grateful that my phone works today. I'm grateful that I still can see. I'm grateful that the sun is shining outside. Well, actually, it's not. It's evening now. But you know what I mean. Being grateful, it brings you joy, especially when you talk about it with others. I'm grateful when I talk to my friend on the phone who's not well, and we laugh and we talk about silly things like, I won't say, oh, well, I will. We talk about bodily sounds and other things, and we laugh because that's what you do. You make them grateful, and yes. So I'm waffling now. That's what I do.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so beautiful. And Elaine, for you, gratitude?
Well, gratitude is something that generates an energy as much as joy, as much as every other emotion. Well, what I've really noticed about gratitude is that if I'm feeling a little bit flat, which can happen, or I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed or a little bit pressured, and I had shingles recently, and the shingles came about because I hadn't realized how stressed and overwhelmed my nervous system had become. My mother had passed away in September of last year, and there were a lot of things going on. Anyway, when I got the shingles, I was really forced, because of the nerve pain, to really come into my body and to really tune into my being to say, okay, what is this about? I wasn't afraid. I wasn't even angry at it or mad about having it. I saw it as a blessing and a gift. And so when I found my gratitude for being able to have time off work because I needed it, because I couldn't obviously work, what I realized is sometimes we position things and experiences in our life that require us to make a choice. And the choice that I made was to be grateful for the opportunity to see what the shingles experience was really asking me to look at. And that was leftover guilt, leftover grief, a little bit of leftover anger, to be honest, with events that were outside of my control that meant I couldn't be with my mother when she was passing, and have a really good cry. And so gratitude can be a fuel for so many wonderful experiences that can shift energy and can shift blockages and can push us into new places of experience. Because moment to moment, we're never the same person. And so gratitude is just this amazing tool that we have available anytime. And like Sylvie was sharing, being able to, be grateful for the weather, be grateful for your animals. If you can generate a little short list of things before you start your day, and even, when you've completed your day, then your sleep is going to be a lot better. Your mood the next day will be a lot better. But, now and again, we're not going to have gratitude. And sometimes we need that in order to come back to having gratitude.
I totally agree. I told my grandchildren, it's if they put their hands on their hearts and they can when they close their eyes, I can imagine their heart is the most beautiful golden tap, a water tap, and then they can almost press into their heart and open it. and then feel that golden water of they've got a home, they've got a bed to sleep in, they've got a mom and dad, they got food and all of that. So I love that. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine. So my beautiful viewers, I quickly want to mention that life moves quickly. As you all know, it's like I cannot believe tomorrow is my son's birthday, and the day after that is my husband and Xander's birthday. That Xander is my grandson.
Oh,
He's going to be 11 years old. It's like
Wow.
I cannot believe it. And then in less than a little bit more than a month, I will be 61. It's like time
What?
is flying. Time is flying. So, what I want to say, you cannot postpone joy until everything is perfect. You may miss the beauty that's around you. So, I cannot show you, but here in South Africa, we've got big hardy-das. They make very loud noises. And currently, I have three that is just here at the window picking. And if I open the curtain, then I will fly away. But I don't know if you will be able to see them through the curtain. No, you will not be able to see them. But that's a rare occasion that I got three of
wow.
these big birds here. So, ladies, just know that all of your energy is protecting them out here to come and
Yeah.
visit the space here.
Mm.
So joy is not irresistible. Joy is not selfish. Joy is not something you reserved only for certain seasons. So, my beautiful ladies, now I am going to go down to the just reiterate the following to the viewers. You don't need anybody's permission to bring joy in your life. You don't. The only choice is you decide. And like I said, if you can bring in pockets of happiness during the day, it's for me, I love dancing. Sylvie said she loves to do a gratitude journal, and Elaine says she loves to go into a heart space. So, my beautiful ladies, I am now going to ask different questions for you. So, Sylvie, I am going to start with you. Why do so many people feel they must earn joy?
I think when my demographic, when I was growing up, it was like you were told that you had to work hard and head down, bottom up sort of thing, and we weren't allowed to show that we were enjoying ourselves. We had to work hard, and it was a struggle, and you weren't allowed to say, oh, this is hard. It was like, oh, just do it. Or as my doctor once said to me, grow up here. And it's really important to show joy. And I don't smile enough. I've been told I don't smile enough, and I'm not aware of that. But I used to smile a lot, and people think I'm not a happy person, but I'm a happy person. But I just don't smile a lot, and yeah. So I think it's why people don't. Why they think it's not important. Well, I've lost my train of thought. But yes, it's just. I think it's a norm that people have, and we don't want to show joy because, oh, geez, I think it's important to show joy. We've become so much, in front of the screen and whatever. The connection is lost. We're sitting in front of the screen looking at a cat doing something or whatever. Why don't we show joy to each other? It's more important, that heart connection, as Elaine was saying, making those connections and show the joy and make the joy. And that goes back to gratitude too. And I'll be quiet now.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Elaine, for that. Your glasses. So, before going to Elaine, I just want to tell the viewers, Sylvie is one of our newest Diamond Beauties in the Diamond Beauties Forever group. And most of the time, and I will say 95% of the time, I get a message to give the lady that is in front of me during a coffee chat a challenge. And then they can accept the challenge. Some people get a 7-day challenge, 14, 21, and 30-day challenge. And when I spoke to Sylvie, I got this extinct message from God to say a 30-day challenge.
Yeah.
And in the last year, only 2 ladies that I gave the 30-day challenge have completed every day, didn't skip a day, have done their challenge and posted something in the Diamond Beauty group. The challenge is not really for me. The challenge is for the lady that if she can say yes to Sanet and she can complete the challenge, it means she actually said yes to herself because it's her word. She said yes, she wants to do it. So it's if they don't do it, it's okay. But if they do it, I say actually I'm important. I said yes to Sanet. I'm doing it. So Sylvie and another lady was the only 2 in 1 year that have completed and didn't skip a day, completed their challenge. But one of the other challenges I gave Sylvie was to dance, and she had to send a dance recording to me. And Sylvie, I must just say, seeing you dancing every day was a delight for me. So just for that, the dancing part, I'm just quickly going to give you sunglasses because I want to take a photograph. So I just knowing that you were dancing and you're allowing somebody else to see your joy. How was the challenge for you with the dancing, and how did you feel knowing that I will be looking at it? Although it was only for the 30 days that that I said you can post it, but how did it make you feel?
Oh, at the first, I was a little bit embarrassed, and I had 2 songs. I had a silly song first, and then I realised no, that was the wrong choice, and then I went with an Elvis song. Of course, I will, because Elvis, hello, and so. And then I listened to the words of the song that I chose, and it had a particular word in it that's all about what I'm doing at the moment and what I'm trying to get out of the funk that I'm in, FUNK. And I thought, well, it's meant to be this song, and I love this song. I could dance to it all day, and it's really, a jiggly one, and I loved it. And I was at a bus stop, and I taped myself doing my song on one particular day. It was just fun. Well, I had the best time, and I have it now on my YouTube. So I have it on, and even if it comes on in the radio, I'll be dancing to it. And I always have music on anyway because it brings me. That's another thing that brings me joy. Always has. So yeah, I loved it.
Wow.
And those of the viewers at home might be able to tell I like to waffle a bit, so that's me.
I just want to get this message across. Doing it and how long did it take you to do it and feel great? I just want this message.
Not long. Probably the 3rd try I was in it. I was in for the long haul.
And are you still dancing every day?
I dance, but I don't specifically dance. Go, I've got to do it now. I dance all over the place.
You still dance?
Yeah, okay. I dance all over the place. It doesn't. I find myself humming along and doing whatever I'm doing. If I'm sitting in the chair or something comes on, and that's me.
So the reason my beautiful viewers, Sylvie just brought one thing in her life: music and dancing.
Mm.
And that don't take very long to decide and do. A minute and you're dancing. And the outcome, your interest of just spending a few minutes dancing is exponential. That's that sparkles that you can put in your life and then people around you. Thank you, Sylvie, for sharing. You are amazing. I am very proud of you. So, Elaine, now it's your turn. Are you ready for my question? And
Yes.
I know this is something that this particular question I selected for you. There was 2 questions per everyone that is in the group that I have selected before. But this one was particular, and because you also do EFT and you have helped so many people and children, this question is pertaining to you. What blocks people from allowing themselves to fully enjoy life?
Fear. Quite simply, fear. Fear of the what ifs, fear of the unknowns, fear of all the possible reasons not to do something. And I live my day, I think probably like most people, in a bit of fear, and then I'm in a bit of gratitude, and then I'm in a bit of joy, and then I'm in a bit of, full-blown blissful love. And then I might circle back to fear again. So it's part of the human condition. And really why therapists and healers and books, writers, why they're so important, stories, is because the human experience is a challenge. We don't come here for just a good time. We come here to grow. We come here to learn. We come here to be a better person. Well, most of us come here to be a better person. And so I think a challenge to joy is all of those things that take us away from remembering that at the core of who we are, that at our very essence, before we inhabited a human body, that was our only essence. That was our essence. So we knew what it was, but the human journey requires us to remember what that is. And so, the fear has a lot attached to it. And I think there are people out there that need that guidance to help them unpack what that is for them individually. And so for some, it might be, their present life. It may be, I think for everybody, as Paul always talks about when he's on the show, it's our childhood experiences. We had a conversation this afternoon about the same thing. And I was noticing a pattern. So here I was wanting to make a big shift and a change. And this is where it's very interesting, people. Every time you want to make a shift and a change, a positive one, 9 times out of 10, you'll go, yep, this is what I'm doing next. I'm going to live my life from joy. And the next moment, something will come along that will give you the opposite. And you'll think, oh, I haven't done it right. I wasn't joyful enough. I didn't go deep enough into joy. I did something wrong. And that's not what it is at all. It's not that you didn't inhabit joy. It's not that you didn't do it right. It wasn't that you didn't embody it or feel the intention of it and get excited by it all, and you didn't do it long enough. It's that part of the experience of all of our human emotions is being able to come back to them. They can't stay with us completely. They have to ebb and flow because that's what we do as humans. We ebb and we flow. So if people could take on a different view that I'm going to do my best to be joyful today, and I'm not going to beat myself up if I come out of it, if something takes me out of it, because I know how to come back to it, because I can watch my kids. I can read a book with them. I can pick up a cuddly toy and I can have a conversation with it, and I can, nurture my inner child, and that will bring me back to joy. I think it's definitely for me been the challenge of dropping the fear
Yeah.
Or when fear comes up, to see it as a shadow or an echo of a room that I left and I'm leaving. It's not, doesn't own me anymore. My true nature is joy. My true nature is love. And I know how to bring that back. And I have an infinite amount of opportunities and tools in which to do that with. It doesn't have to be chocolate anymore. That was my go-to as a kid and as a teenager. I didn't know what joy was, to be honest. My childhood and growing up was too stressed. It was all stress. And so my only way to experience joy was a chocolate bar. But now I know differently. And so now that's not my go-to choice. You know, there's so many opportunities. But I do encourage people, if you are having difficulty maintaining a positive, and it's not just a mindset, it's a feeling. If you're having trouble getting into either of those spaces and holding it for any length of time, like even a minute would be wonderful. If you could do that every day, and if you need help, then there are plenty of resources out there, good-hearted people. Watch one of these episodes. These past episodes are so wonderful, as an example.
Yeah.
Check out our website, check out our YouTube, check out our posts. We know we're one of the millions of people out there that are helping others to remember their own divine essence in their own unique way, and how really reposition their thoughts around all of that stuff we're talking about, all of those blocks, whether that be fear or doubt or worry. Believe me, I know what all of those feel like.
My beautiful one, that's amazing. Your wisdom. I have this clapper from the children.
Yeah.
So I say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elaine. So my beautiful ones, I've written a few I love I am statements. I love it because it's positive. It's I'm talking about
Yes.
yourself. So I'm going to give you a few I am statements with joy, and then I'm going to ask them my next questions. So I give myself permission to feel joy. So just when you say that, you can feel it. You can actually go outside, go and stand in the sun and do your well, for us, our Wonder Woman pose, or just go like standing up and just soak a little bit of the sun in. I release guilt around happiness and peace. The next one I love. I choose to celebrate life now.
Mm.
A lot of us are in the past or in the future, and we experience what's happening around us now. It's go past us. And I do believe if you feel like you are not where you are now, and you can just stop and take a breath and just observe what's going around you, you can bring yourself in and now. I saw somebody said they have a tool for them to bring themselves in and now, and I've tried it. I think about now 6 times in the last 6 months, and that is when the last result is when you use all your fingers, and then you skip a finger and you do it 3 times, like 3 times like this. And if you've done that 3 times, you skip this finger and then go 1, 2, 3. So you have to concentrate not to press the finger you are skipping. And then you realize, but because of that brain function, that neurons that was fixating on your fingers and not to touch the right finger, you are in the now. So I have tested that, and I actually like that. Thank you, Elaine. But I quickly want to have read two more I am statements. So just let me quickly just go down. I allow myself to experience lightness and gratitude. One of my values is to bring flow and ease into my life every day. And yes, like Elaine said, life is like this. And when that flow and ease is not easy for that day, I on a Sunday night, I will reflect on the days that was maybe not as easy as I was hoping for. And then if I could do something else, or were there a lesson that I could have learned from it. So that is but I don't do that unpacking a lot, because I sometimes also know that when you go through a little bit of downs, there is just a time to step a little bit back and then continue what you need to do. And then my last one, I'm worthy of joy every season of my life. So thank you, Elaine. Thank you, my beautiful Sylvie. So I'm going to ask the next question. So Sylvie, let me see the one question I have, your second question I've selected for you. How can people stop postponing happiness for someday?
For someday.
For someday.
In my case, I'll use myself as an example. I've been putting off things and talking with people is important. Having a plan, finding the right people is important. Finding people who can guide you. Reading, finding things to read about. Realizing that you need help is important. Realizing that you've got to the stage where you're repeating the same thing over and over again, knowing that those patterns, that negative thinking, that victim, what I call my victim role, is constantly going around and around and around. And you have to take that first step to step out of that and move forward. Can you say the question again so I can recenter myself, please?
It was actually beautiful as the way that you go, but I will just reset. How can people stop postponing happiness for someday in the future? Someday.
Yes. And I think from there, then you can start building. Find something. It might be something as small as, for me, I've tried to find a medium to express myself, and that will come up a little bit later. But find something that you can express yourself in. Some people it might be painting. Some people it might be going out in a walking group. Some people it might be joining the Diamond Beauties or doing Tai Chi or something like that. Finding a way to make heart connections with people. That is so important. To find joy, to get out of that rut that you're in, make a plan. Maybe even not a memory wall, a planning wall, or whatever, mind map, whatever, something that gets you out of that funk. I know that I've spoken to various speakers. I've spoken to Barb, and I've spoken to Beverly and various others to hone in on areas that I wanted to get joy in, that I wasn't getting joy in. And it takes a lot of guts to go and ask people for help, and that's a big step in getting joy, is asking people for help. And a lot of times when you're in that space, in that victim space, you won't want to do that. You have to become a survivor. You have to take the time. You have to be persistent, and you have to have patience, because it's not going to happen straight away, but it happens in small steps. And that's what I can recommend to everybody. Take your time. Don't. It's not going to happen overnight. And like Elaine said, it's going to be like this. And you'll have days that you're and days that you're woo. And yeah, so I'm going to be quiet.
Thank you. What a beautiful answer. And it takes courage to ask for, and I will not say help. I will say you take courage to ask for insights.
Yes.
Because you really don't need help. You are as amazing as you are, but you just need another way of thinking about something, and that's insight. I love that. And like I said, I know you only 2 months, well, 3 months now. I know you 3 months, and I'm super proud of you. So, congratulations, my beautiful Silver. You are truly amazing. So, Elaine, are you ready for this question? And I must
I'm
just
ready.
say, when this question, I was thinking of how you supported your family members going through difficulties. And I don't know why that came up, and then I selected this particular question for you. What message would you share with someone who has forgotten how to enjoy life?
Mm. Wow. That touched me there.
That's a tough one. Just breathe.
I think about my mother when you say that. Mm. Sometimes life just gets really hard. And, joy seems absolutely impossible. But what I believe can be helpful is what we've already been talking about. And that is gratitude. Because sometimes the only thing that you can have that's available to you as a tool is exactly to remind yourself that you are still here for a reason. So each one of us is so important. And that's probably one of the messages we don't hear enough in society. And if you think about the small communities that we were all in, that we grew up in, to get to have the experiences that we've all each had now, we've had to grow up. We've had to get through our childhood. We've had to get through our teenage years and all of that stress. We've had to watch parents, manage and cope the way that they do, and oftentimes in very unhelpful ways. We've often adopted the way that they've coped. And then we've gone into our 20s and we've practiced their coping strategies and created some of our own.
Yes.
But I feel that, gratitude is the way out of that despair. It is the way out of feeling like you've got nowhere to turn. And what that can mean will be different to every person. But at the core, it's to remember you're here for a reason. You're breathing for a reason. Your life has been for a reason. The number of times I've heard the most tragic and amazing stories of people that have gone through, what we would call challenging times.
Yep.
And they've come out the other side of it with some change that has got meaning not just for themselves, but also for the collective. And because they've shared their story, and that can oftentimes just be on a YouTube short. It doesn't have to be, a big not authored book that's, become a New York Times bestseller. Oftentimes it's those stories that you just see on Facebook that someone shares and you go, oh my God, I really get that. I really feel that. I really appreciate that. So I guess in summary, it's honor your uniqueness and do what makes you feel good that does not harm you. And if you're doing things that make you feel good but are harmful, be open to another way. Give yourself the opportunity to make a new choice, to find something that can help you feel good, but is also good for you. And when you start doing that, it's almost like you're adding to your soul bank account, for want of a better expression. You know, you have a soul, I have a soul, we have a soul. And that soul there is collecting all of our experiences. And guidance can come in any form to help you get out of, you know, or shift to the next space. And what I want to say about that, and this was really an important lesson I've learned over the last 5 years, is that progress can be microscopic, but it is still progress. So be grateful for that small change that you made, because that has entirely changed the direction of your life.
True.
And you're doing it every day. Okay? You're doing it every day.
Yes.
Wow. Elaine, you've shared so much in this last question. It is, and that you had to have the courage to share it with us, because I'm so sorry that it hit you, you know, when I asked you the question, but you shared with us from your heart. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're almost done with the show. I am going to ask your golden nuggets in a few seconds. I just quickly want to tell you, my beautiful viewers, joy is not something you have to wait for. It's not something that you need permission. You don't need permission to laugh. You don't need permission to dance. You don't need permission to enjoy yourself. Gratitude is an amazing tool that you can bring into your life every day. But I want to add one more thing: forgiveness. If we can bring in forgiveness and totally forgive, let God let go, then that can also not hold you back. So my beautiful ladies, are you ready for paparazzi? Here we go. I'm going to put my glasses on. Oh, yes.
Ollie.
My beautiful Sylvie, what is your golden nugget?
Heart connections are very important. So find a medium to express yourself, to make yourself feel joy and others.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi?
Yes.
Here we go. Wow. Elaine, just give me one second. I just have to remove the screenshot I've taken. My beautiful Elaine, can you tell us what is your golden nugget?
Okay. Thoughts may fill your mind, but your heart speaks louder with wisdom, if you allow.
Ooh, that's amazing. Are you ready for paparazzi? Here we
Sure.
go. Wow, beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful one. Elaine, ask me.
What is your golden nugget, Sanet?
Oh, thank you for asking, my beautiful Elaine. My golden nugget is, if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. And I'm ready for paparazzi. Here we go. Well, thank you, my beautiful Sylvie. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine, and my beautiful viewers. Did you love today's show? I love today's show. There were so many golden nuggets. There were so many sparkles that both of these ladies shared regarding joy. So I'm going to ask you one more question, but wait. I need to collect Sunny, and Sunny is here next to me. And I want to ask my beautiful Sylvie and Elaine, would you love to have a dance with me and Sunny, Elaine, and Sylvie?
Sure.
Sure.
I reckon.
Thank you. My beautiful viewers, would you love to have a dance with us? Oh, they said yes. They said yes. Here we go. Woohoo!
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.